Darnell Mooney is leading the Bears in receptions, yards, and big plays. He's outsnapped Allen Robinson in each of the 4 weeks this season. Is it safe to crown him the Bears wide receiver one just yet? Well, I think it's just a little bit deeper than that. I'm Dave Kluge with Football Guys, and I want to make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube page so you can see all of these quick hitting videos coming at you through the NFL season. We're bringing them to you almost every single day, and you can find them all at youtube.com/footballguystv. Now, many analysts, including myself, were excited about a potential breakout by Darnell Mooney this season after his very, very promising rookie season, but no one, and I mean no one, expected him to supplant Allen Robinson this year. Allen Robinson has made a career of putting up solid numbers on subpar teams with poor quarterback play. He's seen 150 plus targets in back to back years, and with an $18 million franchise tag on him this year, it was expected that he would easily hit that mark yet again. However, even with the extra game this season, Robinson is on pace for just 102 targets this year. He saw 11 targets in the season opener with Andy Dalton playing quarterback, and it's all kind of been downhill since then. Through 4 games, Robinson has played about 5 quarters of football with Andy Dalton and about 11 quarters of football with Justin Fields. Andy Dalton suffered an injury in the middle of week 2, and Fields took over, and that's kind of when things started to get a little bit shaky for Allen Robinson. In those 5 quarters with Andy Dalton, Robinson did get his lone touchdown of the season, and he saw 12 of his 24 targets. That means that in the 11 quarters he's played with Justin Fields, he has also seen just 12 targets. Throughout those first 4 weeks, Robinson has been limited to 3 or fewer catches in 3 games. Now, in those same 4 weeks, Darnell Mooney has seen 5 or more catches in 3 games. So, what's the deal with Darnell Mooney? Is he taking over as the wide receiver one? Well, his 125-yard outing against the Lions last week is the best showing that we have seen from a Chicago Bears pass catcher all year long. But really, the biggest change has been Darnell Mooney's utilization with Justin Fields under center and with Bill Lazor calling the plays. Let me pull these charts up really quickly. On the left, what you see is Darnell Mooney's production from the week 2 outing against the Lions. What you see is Darnell Mooney lining up all over the field. He's getting downfield for that 66-yard bomb that you can see. He's running across the face of the defense out of the slot for a nice little 20-yard pickup there. He's running inside routes. He's running outside routes, and he's lining up in the slot, out wide, and everywhere. What you see on the right is the week 2 pass chart where the game plan was set for Andy Dalton to be the quarterback. Uh, Matt Nagy was still calling the plays during this game. And what you see is him lined up primarily in the slot and not getting the ball downfield. So with Justin Fields at the helm as the quarterback now, what that does is open up the ability for Darnell Mooney to do what he does best, blow the top off of defenses. And that's exactly what he did just this last Sunday. So you've got to be excited seeing that, especially with that 66-yard bomb from Justin Fields. So I think right now it's probably a little bit too early to say whether Darnell Mooney has officially taken over as the wide receiver one on the team, but really those are just semantics. What we do know is that Darnell Mooney is outperforming Allen Robinson in just about every metric, and we also know that he is trending in the right direction, and we know that he has a very strong rapport with Justin Fields. Robinson is on an expiring contract now, so I think the Bears should really be motivated to nurture that connection that they know that they have blossoming between their future star quarterback and their future star receiver. Now, there's some talk and speculation that Matt Nagy still sees Andy Dalton as the QB1 and that once he's healthy, he will take over as the starting quarterback for the Bears again. If that happens, I think that benefits Andy Dalton. Or I'm sorry, I think that benefits Allen Robinson. We have seen Andy Dalton pepper AJ Green during his years in Cincinnati, and I think that he'll do the same thing with Allen Robinson. Justin Fields is a much different quarterback, somebody who will patiently go through his reads, find the open receiver, and make the throw. When you've got the ability to buy time in the pocket like Justin Fields does, that bodes very well for a guy like Darnell Mooney who wants to get downfield and wants to run longer routes. So I think that the move right now, if you have Allen Robinson, is to hold because I don't think you're going to be able to get much value for him. However, I think you should be doing whatever you can do to go out and get Darnell Mooney. We know that he's got this strong connection with Justin Fields, and I think that you should try to go out and get him wherever you can because he is set for an explosion once Justin Fields officially takes over. If you're in a dynasty league, I'd be happy to give up even a late first round pick for Darnell Mooney because with Allen Robinson out of town next year, Darnell Mooney will become the team's wide receiver one, and it could easily fit into that 150 target area that we were hoping Allen Robinson would see this year. Thank you for checking out this video. If you like what I've got to say, please drop a like below and be sure to subscribe at youtube.com/footballguystv so you can see my breakdowns and everything else that we're bringing to you throughout the season, including our long form episodes of the Audible, the Dynasty Newsletter Show, the Football Guys Mailbag Show, and the DFS Power Grid. Thanks for tuning in.